Teen Muslim accused of fatally stabbing a gay black man. Some news articles claim that he is actually a Christian, but witnesses contradict that statement. Okay, so this story happened about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I didn't cover it because it was at the time we didn't know he was a Muslim that stabbed the guy, and I didn't cover it because I thought it was going to be national news. I was like, everybody's going to cover it. Mainstream media, the big conservative YouTubers are going to cover it, and nobody did. And then I didn't know why nobody was covering, but then it came out that he was a Muslim. The guy that stabbed the gay black man was Muslim. So now it makes sense why they didn't. Okay, so there is an 18-minute video on YouTube that shows the things that happened slightly before the stabbing and very slightly what happened after the stabbing. It's by LLNNYC, and credit to them for having interviewing the witnesses and getting the footage of what happened. But shame on the guy that was asking the questions, because there was a man and a woman that were interviewed, and neither of them were alluding to this being a hate crime. He asked them, "Do you think this was a hate crime? Did it look like it's a hate crime? Was there racial slurs? Were there homophobic slurs?" And neither. I don't think either of them would have brought that up if it wasn't for him asking that. And one of the guys, the man, said that he didn't hear homophobic slurs, and he didn't hear racial slurs. So shame on that guy for insinuating that, for bringing that up. And all the local news stations that have covered it, and the few YouTubers that have covered it, are saying it was because he was black and it was because he was gay. This is what one of the witnesses said. And the other person that was interviewed, the woman, I don't think she even saw what happened. I think she got there after, and that's why he interviewed her, and that's why it didn't seem like she really knew what was going on. She probably just heard it from somebody else. But the guy was actually there. I think he's even in the video. But this is what he said. This is what he said. There were 4 gay black guys dancing at the gas station. One of them was dancing in his underwear. The Muslim teenager shows up with a group, and he tells them to stop dancing because he is a Muslim. Both groups start arguing, and eventually the group of gay black men walk away into their car, and the group that the teenage Muslim boy was with, they walk away. Then it's just the teenage boy arguing with the man that got stabbed, O'Shea Sibley, and some other guy. And then I think the boy starts getting scared because his group's not there anymore. So he starts to back up and walk away. He tries to go around a car that is parked. And then you see a third dancer go around the car, and he tries to run up on the teenage boy. And that's when O'Shea Sibley lunges at the boy, and I guess that's when we assume that he gets stabbed, because the boy runs away, and you still see O'Shea Sibley standing up, looking at the direction he's running. And then that's when the video ends, and he dies soon thereafter. So the media is trying to make it seem like O'Shea Sibley was stabbed just for being black and just for being gay, and the kid just goes up to him and starts hurling racial slurs at him, homophobic slurs at him. And by what the witness says, that doesn't actually happen. That doesn't actually, from what the witness says, it seems like he did tell him something, or somebody told someone something, and they start arguing, and then the groups both break up, except for the 2 gay black guys, and then the third, and the boy that ends up stabbing O'Shea Sibley. So for right now, we really don't know exactly what's going on. But what we do know is that the media is completely confused about this, and Mayor Adams and a small Muslim group, they're a bunch of sellouts. Because Mayor Adams said that this was clearly a hate crime, but he also says that hate crimes from the Muslim community directed at the LGBTQ community is not happening. That's not true. So both of them are selling out. They know what's actually going on. And even if he's not a Muslim, there's a bunch of other cases where we know that they're Muslims targeting gays. So don't let them confuse you about what's actually happening. Don't let them kill this story because they know it doesn't favor them. And at some point, the LGBT and the Muslim community, they're not going to be able to just turn a blind eye to these kinds of things. Because at some point, they're going to have to answer for all of this. Muslims are already turning on the LGBT in Michigan and other places. So don't let the LGBT and the Democrats just turn away from this. Bring it up wherever you can. Even just allude to the story just to have a conversation about it. That's it for the video. Donate through Venmo if you can, through Cash App if you can. Follow me on the platform formerly known as Twitter at Marco Riojas 33. Thanks for watching.